Hey Puppy, Game Change again. So this is 2 of 2 video. I've brought you into my base here, and I'm just trying to teach you a concept I'm working on at the moment. Now I'm not saying I've developed it correctly yet. I'm still working and still tweaking, still thinking. But I just want to share what's on my mind now. You and I know that we're probably going to get attacked by a lot of fobs. Now you cannot control a fob. A fob obviously controls itself. It sets itself off. It follows a logical prediction of you've hit me, so I'll hit you, and things along that sort of line. But ultimately, it follows a path that is outside the player's control. If you can minimise the destruction of a fob, that enables you then to obviously work on their base. So from having bases that would have won probably Chelsea Flower Show, well organised, manicured lawns, and perfectly formed structures, I'm going for a more sort of randomised sort of base structure now. I'm also thinking, well, if I put walls in certain places and mines in certain places, will the enemies, fobs, be channeled down? Will they hit the walls and stop? Or will they have to hit the wall and take it out? Meanwhile, that causes them to stop and pause, and then obviously that gives me a chance to get peacemakers and things like that to work. Because the problem I was finding with a base such as my previous one and your current one at the moment, the fobs were just rushing in, taking everything in the sight, and then all of a sudden you're getting smashed from everywhere. So I'm trying to put these walls in places in kind of a randomised structure, randomised order, but equally there's some sort of funneling prospect. And I'm going to see how that works, watch my base reviews and see if obviously I can tweak the odd mine position. Obviously I'm mindful that people want to take out the heavy cannon, so I'm dropping a couple of mines within a certain sort of distance. And I'm imagining, this is my thought process, supposing, the fob starts from here, it's going to come across that wall, not get through the wall, and probably come round the wall, or at least hit the wall. And then obviously what's going to happen then is, while it's hitting the wall, the salvo gets a chance to work, the heavy cannon gets a chance to work on it. There's a little hidden peacemaker behind there, which I don't think most people are going to spot that's there, and it's transformed up. There's a second peacemaker transformer up, so they're going to have rapid fires. A third peacemaker transformer up, and then, never liked them before, but I'm going to try railgun because I think the latest defence now needs to be against fob. So not necessarily a target that is controlled and thoughtful, but something that just bludgeons you. So I'm just trying to hold them up. I'm trying to put walls in the way. I'm trying to slow them down to give my peacemakers, a chance of working. And also, I've tried to stagger my turrets as well. So I mean, it's now a little bit harder to work out what's going to hit you first. My previous base, to be fair, worked fantastic for CC6, CC7, but now I'm CC8 and I'm getting hit by CC9s. I mean, I'm 57, so I could get hit by a 67 legitimately, and get my base robbed. So I'm starting to try and think outside the box a little bit. Helicopter, I don't think cause many people many problems, so I'm perhaps giving my helicopters my token giveaway. People might want to start here and go for the helicopter. They won't see perhaps the peacemaker down there. The salvo would kick in. Second peacemaker would give enough overlap. Things along that sort of line. So maybe that'll cause them a bit of bother. Maybe I need to put a mine round here as well to add to that. But I kind of don't want to put too much defence there, because otherwise they won't want to attack from there, and I'd quite like them to come from that sort of angle. So that's kind of how I'm thinking at the moment. I'm trying to create something where, there's a little bit of surprise, there's a little bit of, oh bloody hell, never saw that there, bollocks. I'm trying to obviously defend well against air, because F-35s and obviously various other types of attack obviously do suggest that they could take your base out quite easily. So I'm just trying to think outside the box. I'm just trying to change the game, I guess, hence my name really. I'm just trying to do something different. But you know what, as I say, religiously. I reserve the right to be wrong. I'm going to try it. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to review it. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, I'll try something different. But even if this works, in a few months' time it won't work because people will know how to get past it. They'll have thought, I know what's going on here. I'll have this, I'll do that. And that will obviously make my base ineffectual. So it's just trying to keep varied, trying to keep things changed and things different, and just hell, I mean, Christ, you see that then. I'm not sure I would know. I mean, how to attack it because it looks like a base that somebody's just kind of you've caught them with their pants down where they kind of they're restructuring and they've just dragged everything out to obviously create a new sort of format. But I'm going to leave it like that because I've planned it purposefully. I've planned it deliberately. Nobody's attacked us since I've done it, so maybe it is quite intimidating. I mean, the fact I've got Spooky obviously swinging around, which you can't see obviously at the moment. But yeah, just maybe try something a little bit different as well. What's the worst that's going to happen?